here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Out of bounds. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. He was brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Carr completes it. It's a little over. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. At the 39.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Carr now on 1st down. From the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And down inside the 15 he goes. So a pretty early 1st quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Room for Jacobs there on 1st down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on 1st down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Flushed out right. They're trying to get to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The throw complete here to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On 1st down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr lets this go for Renfro. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Charger ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down.
Got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out out of the gun. Eckler running it. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Singleton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
On downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, looking for one, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the Raiders' 42-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Herbert on third down now. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here, because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 14.
And Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get a field goal.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Raiders 28, Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Chargers.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
The kick is good.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It's Eckler again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Chargers 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Here is Eckler. And he's got room. 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 46 yards on the ground. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the run.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Tie the game, 28-all. Michael Badgley to kick
So
off.
a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. Absolutely nowhere. They wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Here's football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. This one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Jacobs trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 23. They'll give him 8 on the play, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Got an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run here with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
1st down, Chargers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Chargers.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams, 68 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out. Make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Charger drive about to get going, and you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Herbert now on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and 10, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time.
There he goes, left side. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 43 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but how I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Going for the right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Herbert now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Filled up.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry runs 78 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.